Okay, hello internet, and welcome to Fiona the Dragon's very sketchy art tutorial. And today I am going to show you how to draw a fennec fox dude like this one. I'm not gonna get to the coloring today, but this is a dude. I drew him. His name's Tex Redeye. He's based on a song. I like to get my colors off of songs, and I'll probably do a video about that. And so I'll show you how to draw a fennec fox like him. And so you start with let's get to the tutorial, I guess. You start with a circle, and then I like to do a bit of an action line. He's gonna be all like tough looking, and then kind of do two little lines up here, and those are gonna be where the shoulders are. And then so from those, you do two little balls of stuff. And this isn't going to be Tex Redeye because he's not as buff as this. He's a little stick little bean. And so he's way too buff, but I don't care. What am I doing? Okay. So then draw, kind of make it like, gonna kind of make a square that kind of like comes into the middle a bit. I'm not sure how to describe it, but I'm gonna do that, and then you're gonna need to draw a bit of the hips. So the whole body's gonna be a bit of a sand timer shape. I can't explain it, but and then I'm gonna draw the other part of the hip. Then it looks a little like a lady, but I don't care. And then I'm gonna finish that part off. So now it's time for the legs, yay! And so for the legs, you start with a little oval kind of shape like that, kind of like a protogen leg thing, but tinier. And then you draw another leg thing. This art isn't gonna be as good as this one because like I I warmed up and stuff before I did this one. I didn't with this one, and also this one I wasn't recording while I did it. I had two free hands. And so now we draw two little circles there. Those are going to be where the leg joints are. And then we kind of turn that into a bit of a dome. And then draw a little thing there where his body is, and to separate his legs from his body. And then you draw two stick things kind of going this way. Those are going to be legs. And then you draw two circles at the bottom of those stick things. Those are going to be another joint. So, I'm saying "and so" a lot. And so, you do more circle things where more joints are supposed to be. And then, there we go. And then you do a little kind of like the shape of the body, but like different. It's like kind of a long triangle kind of shape to the ball thing here. And then you do the same thing on the other side. I'm really bad at explaining this, but you kind of do it facing this. I'm not doing good at this drawing. And then you draw a foot shape. No, that's a bad foot. Foot shape. And then there, you got a foot shape. And this is why you always need an eraser. There we go. And then you draw a little pentagon kind of shape for this foot. And so then you kind of draw like 3D pentagon is what I'm kind of saying. Then draw little toes. There we go. then do that. And then after that, I think this isn't gonna be a fennec fox anymore. It's gonna be another thing. And then my camera's on a really weird setting, so it looks pretty weird right now, but it's different in real life. It's different in real life. This is just fantasy. Okay, puns done. No more cheese for this video. And then you draw another kind of thing. I guess this is going to be called a really buff furry tutorial. Then another thing. This thing is kind of facing the back, so that's why it's a bit short and it gets smaller in the triangle thing there. But this arm won't be, and so I'm gonna make it a bit longer. And so I think "and so" is probably gonna end up being a bit of a joke on this channel. And so you draw an arm thing there. It's more of an oval than a triangle this time. And then draw a bit of hand shape. There you go. Oh yeah, I forgot. Draw a joint there if you need the joint there. I don't usually use it. You probably should. And then you draw that arm, and then draw the hand coming from that arm. It's gonna be kind of looking at his arms like, I'm so buff. And then from that, you draw the face. So you're gonna start with a line there, and then, no, let's just erase this line. So you're gonna start with a line across the face, and then another line. Those are reference kind of lines. And then you start with the big neck. And then, this is the buffest furry I've ever drawn. Okay. Next I'll do a coloring tutorial probably, and a, like, finishing up the artwork thing. And so then you draw, like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention you draw a circle there. I don't know if I mentioned that. And then you draw another circle there. And then draw a bit of an oval here. That's where the ears are gonna go. And then you draw an ear. And then another thing. Then if you want hair on them, I'm gonna do a little mohawk. Just kind of make a basic shape. It's kind of like that. And then just kind of trace over it with hair. I don't know how to explain it. And then with that, you do the nose, and then do a mouth. You just kind of pretend that there's a line coming there from the nose, unless you want the line. Don't care, it's your art style. And then you draw, like, then from here, you draw a little line connecting it to the face. And then you draw an eye, which is just, you draw it kind of like from the nose. Like, imagine there's a line from the nose to here, and that's where your eye's gonna be. Then, following the top of the snout on the other side, you draw another eye, and then you draw, I guess he's not going to be looking at his muscles, he's just going to be flexing in all the ladies, like, I'm so hot, look at me. And then, there you go, then you just kind of do a little triangle for the other ear. And then, hair inside the ear. So what kind of furry is it without a hairy ear? And there you go. That's your basics for drawing a furry. A really buff one, that is. And bye, I guess.